Hey, what is going on, guys? So before this video starts, I just want to let you know that my M1 Finance Pie is in the description below if you guys want to see my holdings in M1 Finance, exactly how much I have in there, my returns, my dividend yield, everything that might be of useful to you guys, and there's just in the top link in the description below. So if you're interested, don't forget to check it out, and let's get right into the video. Hey, what is going on, guys? So in today's video, we're going to be covering something a little bit different, sort of like my Blockbuster video. We're going to be talking about, is GameStop dying or is GameStop kind of circling the drain? So here I have a 5-year graph of GameStop stock, and this is really concerning, especially for shareholders of GameStop. I personally am not one, thankfully, but as you guys can see here in 2015, let me just move my face cam over to here so you guys can get a better idea. But in 2015, the share price was hovering around $45.88. And where is it now, you might ask? Right now it is trading at $5.52, only 3-4 years later. So what is happening? It's very simple, really. Adaptation, really failing to adapt, and new services like Amazon. There was a study that basically the majority of households in America have Amazon Prime, and for Amazon Prime they have 1-day shipping. You can get your game like the next day. You have digital downloads like on an Xbox or like on a Nintendo Switch or PlayStation 4, anything like that. And digital downloads did not used to be really a practical way to install the game, because they used to just take 3 days, and you had to leave your Xbox or console on for 3 days. But now the technology has advanced, which it is advancing quickly. You can now download a game in about a couple hours at best, which is kind of concerning for GameStop. And there are other game stores out there, like little mom and pop shops that I see that are doing just fine right now. And the reason for that I can think of is that they do sell, like there is a retro place kind of near me, and it's called Noble Games, and they sell all sorts of different consoles, new ones as well as old. And they sell a bunch of old, NES games or Game Boy games, GameCube games. And GameStop's fall is kind of sad for me, because I used to be a really avid GameStop shopper when I was really little. I remember when I was really young, my dad went into GameStop and he was asking what the best console would be for a young kid, and the guy recommended a GameCube, and yeah, that was my first console ever. But now it's just really concerning on where it is going, and the 20-year graph is even more concerning. You could see it peaked here in 2007, and ever since about 2015, which is really when digital technology and when Amazon Prime and all these different technologies started really getting pushed and really advancing to the next level. And it's just been a downward trend for the past 4 years, which is really scary, because $45 to $5 is a dramatic difference. It has lost so much value, and I really do think that GameStop is circling the drain, guys. I really do not think that in 5, 10, 15 years, I do not think we will have GameStop. Now, recently there was a article that came out that said that GameStop will be closing a lot of its stores, but they stated that this will be an optimistic closing because 95% of their stores are still profitable, which this is really all they can do. Because I know personally, for me, like where I live, there's a GameStop inside the mall, and then there's a GameStop about a couple minute drive from the mall. So I mean, why would you need two that close together? Doesn't really make any sense. So it makes sense why they're cutting all the excess stores and why they are closing a lot of excess stores. And they claim they're closing the ones that are underperforming, but I guess 95% of GameStops are still profitable, which is good to hear. And I believe that there is still hope for GameStop, because I do think that some people thrive off of new console releases, going to the actual store and getting the console rather than ordering it, or just going to a big retailer. And there is still a market, and there still is a sort of place for GameStop, I believe, in the world, because the people there, at least in my experience, have always been really, really helpful, more helpful than anyone at like a place like Walmart or Best Buy could ever be with games. And it's just kind of sad to see so many people that are passionate about, I don't want to say their job, because GameStop, I've heard, is a pretty company to work for, but more passionate about the things that they sell. And it sucks that most of these people will be probably laid off, and turns out the management, some GameStop management has already been laid off. So yes, I do believe that GameStop is circling the drain, and this is a similar trending graph to what we saw in Blockbuster, which is pretty concerning, because they went from the top to the bottom just in a matter of a few years. And that's essentially what I see with GameStop, and just really, really concerning, man. But anyways, that was pretty much it for this video. Is GameStop circling the drain? I believe it is, just because of a bunch of new advancements in technology. Now, do I think that GameStop could still survive? Yes, I do. I believe that they could survive for at most. I don't believe they could thrive, but I believe that they could survive for at most about 15 years. I would say at max they could survive with all the, as long as technology keeps advancing at the rate that it has been. I do believe that GameStop will be kind of a thing in the past, similar to Blockbuster, in somewhere between 5 to 10 years, I think. And maybe even sooner than that, maybe a little bit longer than that. I really don't know. And I know that there are executives trying to save the company and stuff like that, but is it working? I don't really know yet. But all I'm basing my kind of assumptions off of are the stock graph. And, I guess GameStop has lost $400 million some dollars in revenue over a certain period of time, and just been really, really kind of sad, because I remember when they used to be the place to go for video games, and they used to kind of have their own monopoly on video games, if you will. But I guess you could argue that they did fail to adapt, but at the same time, it's not really their fault, because digital downloads, Amazon Prime, stuff like that, just is kind of getting in the way. And I don't think that GameStop will make any major advancements, because I do not believe that they will have the money to. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I have to say for this video. If you guys liked it, if you guys got something of value out of it, please hit the like button down below, and please subscribe, and don't forget to click the little notification bell to get notified of when I upload. And don't forget to check out my M1 Finance Pie if you guys are interested. In the description below is the top link in the description. And if you guys are actually interested in joining M1 Finance, I have a referral link down below in the description as well, which will give you $10 when you sign up, and me $10 as well. And so kind of helping each other out here. And also follow my Instagram, also in the description, and I will probably be making a Twitter soon, so stay tuned for that. I'll probably be announcing it in the next couple videos. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say in this video. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next one.